This is the complete guide to Tongkat Ali, a slow-growing tree from the jungles of Southeast Asia that has quietly become one of the most talked-about natural supplements on the planet, a market that's already worth over $500 million, endorsed by Stanford neuroscientists, backed by clinical trials, and yet surrounded by controversy, safety warnings, and a supplement industry riddled with fakes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Tongkat Ali is, what the science actually says, and whether it deserves a place in your routine. Let's start at the beginning. The year is 1822, and a Scottish botanist and surgeon named William Jack publishes the first scientific description of a plant he encountered in the Malaysian jungle. He calls it Eurycoma longifolia, a name built from Greek and Latin. Eurus, meaning broad, cum, meaning a tufted bush, describing the way its compound leaves spiral outward in a dense rosette from the tip of a slender trunk. Longus and folia, long leaves, but the locals already had their own name for it, Tongkat Ali. It translates literally to Ali's walking stick, a not-so-subtle reference to its reputation as an aphrodisiac. This is an evergreen plant that takes a full 25 years to completely mature and can't even be harvested until at least 5 years of cultivation. It grows across Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and Laos, where it carries different names in each country. Pasak Bumi in Indonesia, Ian Dan in Thailand. For centuries, traditional healers used its roots, bark, and leaves for everything from malaria and dysentery to diabetes, arthritis, and liver disease. But its fame in the modern world rests on one claim above all others, that it can boost testosterone. So what does the science say? Chemical analyses have identified more than 65 active compounds in Tongkat Ali extracts, including quasinoids like eurycomanone, glycosaponins, alkaloids, and triterpenes. These aren't just filler molecules, they interact with the body in measurable ways. Here's the headline study. In a placebo-controlled double-blind trial, 32 young men, average age around 24, received either 600 milligrams of Tongkat Ali per day or a placebo for 2 weeks. The results? A 15% increase in total testosterone and a 34% increase in free testosterone compared to placebo. A separate study found a 37% improvement in testosterone status alongside a 16% reduction in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Participants also reported meaningful reductions in tension, anger, and confusion. And this matters more as men age. After 40, testosterone levels decline by roughly 1 to 1.5% per year. That slow erosion contributes to fatigue, reduced muscle mass, mood changes, and diminished drive. It's a problem that affects millions, and it's a big reason why the Tongkat Ali market is projected to reach over $1 billion by 2033. Perhaps no one has done more to bring Tongkat Ali into mainstream awareness than Stanford neuroscientist Andrew Huberman. He's been remarkably transparent about his own use, stating that he takes 400 milligrams per day, early in the morning, because of its mild stimulant effect. He's described the results as subtle yet consistent. And here's the number that got people's attention. Huberman reported that 6 years ago his total testosterone sat around 600 nanograms per deciliter. After incorporating Tongkat Ali and Phaedogia agrestis into his regimen, it climbed to the high 700s, low 800s, a roughly 200-point increase. Now, Tongkat Ali also functions as an adaptogen. That means it helps the body maintain balance under stress. The 2013 study by Talbot and colleagues showed that participants taking the extract experienced a 16% reduction in cortisol levels and reported feeling less tense, more composed, and overall less stressed. Scientists have found its adaptogenic properties can elevate mood by regulating both cortisol and dopamine. But here's where we need to slow down, because this story has a darker side. In 2021, the European Food Safety Authority issued a warning. Their assessment of a standardized water extract found that Tongkat Ali has the potential to induce DNA damage. This conclusion came from a positive in vitro chromosomal aberration test and a positive in vivo COMET assay in animals at the highest dose tested, 2,000 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. That's an enormous dose, far beyond what any human would take, but it was enough for EFSA to flag it as a concern. The broader picture is more nuanced. Other standardized extracts have undergone subchronic toxicity and genotoxicity testing without showing genotoxic effects. Different extracts, different doses, and different testing models produce different results. The evidence is genuinely unsettled. Then there's the liver question. Reports of clinically apparent liver injury have appeared in bodybuilders using Tongkat Ali supplements. The National Institutes of Health opened a dedicated liver tox entry for Tongkat Ali in October 2024. While clinical trials generally show it's well tolerated with minimal side effects, at least one documented case of acute liver injury exists, and the quality problem might be the biggest issue of all. In June 2025, independent third-party lab testing of popular retail products revealed something alarming. Most products contained little to no active compounds, despite premium pricing and bold marketing claims. Earlier research found mercury above acceptable levels in 26 to 36% of Malaysian Tongkat Ali products. Some products have been found adulterated with sildenafil, the active ingredient in Viagra, a prescription drug being hidden inside a supplement. Malaysia takes its Tongkat Ali seriously. It is actually illegal to export the raw root from the country. Get caught smuggling it out and you face arrest, fines, or jail time. The Malaysian standard MS 2409, published in 2011, after years of development involving multiple government agencies and scientific experts, sets strict parameters. Urocomanone content between 0.8 and 1.5%, polysaccharides above 30%, protein above 20%, glycosaponin above 40%. The finest standardized extract, FISTA, also known as LJ100 in the United States, has undergone more than 26 clinical trials with 140 million doses sold across 32 countries since 2003. So what's the practical takeaway? The standard recommended dosage ranges from 100 to 600 milligrams per day. For sexual health and libido, 200 to 400 milligrams appears effective. Common side effects are mild: insomnia, restlessness, irritability, occasional nausea, usually appearing with higher doses or when taken late in the day. Taking it in the morning and starting with a lower dose typically resolves these issues. It's not recommended for pregnant or lactating women, children, or men with breast or prostate cancer, diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease, liver disease, or sleep apnea. Athletes should also take note. While Tongkat Ali is not explicitly prohibited on the 2026 WADA list, its testosterone-boosting effects could theoretically fall under the prohibition of substances with similar biological effects to anabolic agents. Here's the honest summary. Tongkat Ali has real science behind it. Clinical trials show measurable effects on testosterone, cortisol, and stress, but those results come from standardized, quality-controlled extracts, not from the random capsules sitting on a store shelf. The supplement industry's quality crisis means the product you buy might contain almost nothing, or worse, it might contain things it shouldn't. If you're going to try Tongkat Ali, look for extracts compliant with the MS 2409 standard, verify third-party testing, and consult a healthcare professional first. 200 years after William Jack documented this plant in a Malaysian jungle, we're still learning what it can and can't do. The science is promising but incomplete, the market is booming but unregulated, and the gap between the best and worst products on the shelf has never been wider. That's the reality of Tongkat Ali in 2026. If this kind of investigation matters to you, hit that like button so more people see it and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Stay safe and stay tuned because these stories only get told if enough of us are paying attention.